This thing is legit for backup power, no joke. But let me explain why. I've had my fair share of power outages over the years, and I've learned that having a reliable backup generator is not just a luxury, but a necessity. And that's exactly what the DuroMax XP11000iHT has been for me. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I picked up the DuroMax XP11000iHT a few months ago after a bad storm knocked out power for 2 days. My fridge was on its last legs, the Wi-Fi router was about to die, and my phone was at 12%. I needed something that could actually run the essentials without waking the whole neighborhood with noise. This generator has been a total game saver, and I want to break down exactly why it's worth your time if you're shopping for backup power. First off, the tri-fuel feature is a lifesaver. You can run it on gasoline, propane, or natural gas, whatever's easiest to get your hands on. I keep a small propane tank hooked up because it's cleaner and lasts longer than gas. When the power went out last month, I switched from gas to propane without missing a beat. No fumbling with different fuel types or running to the gas station in the dark. Just flip a switch and keep going. This feature alone has saved me so much hassle and stress during emergencies. But what really impressed me was how easy it was to switch between fuel sources. The instructions were clear, and the process was straightforward. I was a bit worried that I'd have to be a tech expert to figure it out, but it was actually pretty simple. And the peace of mind that comes with knowing I can switch to a different fuel source if one runs out is priceless. It's also surprisingly quiet for how much power it puts out. I was expecting something that sounds like a lawnmower revving up, but it's actually pretty smooth. At about 72 decibels, it's quieter than most gas generators I've used. That matters if you're running it overnight or in a neighborhood where noise complaints matter. I've had it running in my backyard while I slept inside with no complaints from the neighbors. And let me tell you, that's a huge deal. There's nothing worse than trying to sleep with a loud generator roaring in the background. The remote start with the key fob is one of those little luxuries you don't realize you need until you have it. I can start this thing from inside the house or even from my car before I walk in. No more pulling a cord in the rain or cold. It's just a press of a button, and it fires right up. That alone makes it worth the price if you're using it as an emergency backup. I've started it from my bedroom window, from my car, and even from my backyard. It's amazing how much of a difference it makes to be able to start it from a distance. And it actually powers my whole house. I've got a 2,000 square foot home with a fridge, freezer, lights, Wi-Fi, and even my sump pump running during a storm. It's rated for 11,000 peak watts and 9,000 running watts, so it handles the big stuff without breaking a sweat. I've plugged in my 1.5-ton AC unit with no issues, which is a big deal in the summer when the power goes out. My family and I can stay cool and comfortable, even when the power is out. The CO Alert Tech is something you don't think about until it saves your life. It monitors carbon monoxide levels and shuts down automatically if it gets too high. That's huge for safety, especially if you're running it overnight or in an enclosed space. I feel way better knowing it's got that built-in protection. I've got young kids at home, and the thought of carbon monoxide poisoning is terrifying. But with this generator, I can rest easy knowing that it's got my back. It's also inverter technology, which means it's safe for sensitive electronics. I plugged in my laptop, TV, and even my gaming console without worrying about power surges frying them. That's a big deal if you're trying to keep your home office or entertainment running during an outage. I've worked from home during power outages, and it's been a lifesaver to be able to keep my computer and internet running. Now, it's not perfect. It's heavy, around 230 pounds, so moving it around isn't a one-person job. I had to get a generator dolly to wheel it out of the garage. If you need a generator that can actually run your home during an outage, this is one of the best options out there. It's not cheap, but it's worth every penny. I've already recommended it to my friends and family, and I'd do the same for you. So if you're in the market for a reliable backup generator, I highly recommend checking out the DuroMax XP11000iHT. Link is below if you want to check it out.